Well guys, vacation's over. Time for a motivational Sunday. Maintenance day. What's going on, everybody? James with That's Right Lawn Care back at you. And today we've got quite the maintenance list to do. So Scag's ready for an oil change. It is at 394.8. Actually, let's take out like 5 hours. But this is one of my big weeks. So I've got a big week and a small week, just like most people have, unless you're only mowing weekly accounts. So I got a lot of bi-weeklies that are on schedule for next week, and got a lot of mowing, so probably about 15 hours worth of mowing next week. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do the oil change on the Scag, change the blades, of course wash everything down. This thing is dirty, filthy from all the rain and mowing. You can see all the mud tracks that have gone up the side of it. Check the tire pressure. This one looks, I'm gonna go ahead and just get all the tires properly inflated. They both could use a bath. Even the super recycler needs a bath. So we're gonna clean it out. I'm gonna take the blade off of it and give it a good sharpen, and I'm gonna finally take the gator blades off of the Toro. So I've just been running gator blades on it, seeing as I use it for 1, maybe 2 yards. But in the event that, you know, Scag needs to go in the shop, which happens, if it needs to go in the shop, then I have Toro as a backup. So I've got pre-sharpened, ow, those are sharp, Tory blades, pre-sharpened, ready to go. So we are going to throw those on the Toro. I guess that's it. So hopefully we don't run into anything too dramatic of a repair to have to fix. Oh my Lord, look at all that cake. That is thick. When it comes to cleaning this Scag off, one thing I do like to do every now and then is ride it up onto a tree. Of course, you can see I put a couple of bricks back here, just because it's about time to tighten this parking brake, but those bricks will hold it for now, just to keep it from moving. I can spray out underneath the deck pretty easily, and of course this is where I usually put all the stuff that comes out from under the decks. guys, so we're down here dropping the blades on Toro. Or like most other mowers, it's 5/16 on an impact or socket, whatever you decide to use. But we're dropping the mulching blades on and throwing some standard high lifts on. And there's one thing I had to mention while we're doing all this. Now I've got to hand it to my buddy Cody with Pro Cut Lawn Care. He is a genius when it comes to setting up his camera. He uses a cone, and I just remembered I had a cone, and it holds my handle attachment very well. So, Cody, appreciate the pointer there. It's a good little idea. This cone, you can set it up on uneven ground. You don't have to sit there and mess with your tripod before you walk off. You throw the cone on the ground, put the handle in there, and you're set. You're good to go. So it's a genius idea. So I'm gonna set y'all back up over here, and we are going to get this done. And there we have it, guys. 3 new sharp blades on Toro. She's ready to do some cutting on that 1 yard that I use it on. Blades should last me all year. One thing I really like about working on a Sunday, doing maintenance and stuff like that, is it's kind of a motivational thing. You're getting all your equipment ready to start the week. You're getting things in your head like. It's really motivating to get out and start washing your equipment, doing your oil changes, doing your blade changes, greasing everything, you know, just getting everything ready for the upcoming week, the upcoming work week. Of course, topping off fuel and mixing your pre-mix and filling up your gas cans and stuff like that. To me, that's just, it's motivation, saying, you know, we're getting ready, you know, about to go knock some yards out. It's a good feeling to get motivated. And of course, Mondays are always, if you work a 9 to 5, you're usually like, Monday. For us, for me anyways, it's a completely different story. Monday's like, all right, let's go get it. Let's go get it. And that might be my entrepreneurial spirit. That's just like, let's go get it. You can do this. You got this. So, getting everything done on a Sunday, you know, it's peaceful. I'm not rushed or anything like that. I'm not doing stuff during the middle. Now, if you wind up having breakdowns or something like that in the middle of the week, that's a whole nother story. But don't let that ruin your week. Stuff happens. Buy something, fix something, whatever you need to do. Get you back up and going. Keep that spirit up high. Y'all, hope y'all had a great weekend. I know I did. Of course, I just got back from Gatlinburg. So let's get back to it. And now it's time for a new set of blades for Scag. So, got some newly sharpened blades going right up underneath her. Set y'all in the cone. We are hot. The motor is hot. The blades are changed. We're gonna change the oil on it now. Went ahead and cut my yard. I went the opposite way on these straps going this way, but I kept these because I'm gonna switch the pattern up. So the next time I mow, I'm gonna go over the dark and come back this way over the lot, just to try and get that pattern out of there. And I already did the same thing in the backyard, which is coming along, but it'll still be probably another couple of cuts before I'm ready to show you that one. I'm throwing some waves in the backyard, but they're not quite ready yet. So we were up to 395.4 hours. It's good. So anywhere between 5 hours, 55, 45, you know, I try and stick to a 50-hour interval. But we're about to go into this week and it's one of my longer weeks, so there's going to be tons of hours over it. I don't want to, number one, change the oil in the middle of the day, at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, especially with all this rain that we're about to get. Supposedly, I don't know. Weatherman don't know. So we're just gonna go ahead and change it, and being 5 hours ahead isn't gonna hurt if I wind up having my next one right at 450. So it's not gonna hurt to go ahead and change it. So let's get it. It is hot out here today. It's not hot. I mean, it's like humid. I think it's like 86. It is humidity. So let's go ahead and get this oil change underway. I've already got my pan underneath it. I've got my 10 millimeter. I'm gonna cut that key off. But let's go ahead and get this thing draining while it's still hot. All right, so don't forget to check. Make sure that the old O-ring is not on there, because I've done that before. So what we're gonna do now, just gonna take a little of the new oil and apply it to this new gasket and tighten her up. She is done draining. There's still a couple of drips coming out, but we're gonna tighten it up and throw some new oil in it. All right, so I got our new gasket, or new oil filter gasket oiled up, ready to go on. But while I was waiting on the oil to drain, I was reading these here instructions. Fill filter with clean oil. That's something I usually don't do, just because I'll spill all that oil when I'm twisting it over. So of course, if your oil filter sits like this, upside down, you could fill it. But since it's going in sideways, I'm not going to waste the oil and spill it everywhere. Another thing, apply oil to gasket. Never forget that. Apply oil to gasket. Tighten 2/3 of a turn after gasket contacts base. I've never really followed that rule per se. I've always tightened it until I felt it was tight enough and wasn't going to come off. But we've got some oil on there. We'll get this started. That should be 2/3 of a turn. I don't feel that's tight enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it up a little more. I'm gonna get that stick. That stick doesn't need to be in there. It's kind of hot out here because the camera told me it was hot and it shut off, and that's why it shut off. So anyways, I think somebody's got it out for me, man. I really do, because this thing started having starter issues. And I got some ratchet straps out and started to ratchet it up on the trailer, and then I used a strap from Toro to pull it the rest of the way up the trailer, and that's where I undid the hydros, loosened those up so that I could pull it up on the trailer. I couldn't get it to start, and then soon as I get the thing on the trailer, it starts up. So somebody has got it out for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and order a starter for this. I've never replaced a starter on a lawnmower. I've replaced it on an old truck, but it looks like it's pretty simple. Got to move some stuff out of the way, and I'm just gonna go ahead and it's still under warranty. So let's see if I can get me a new starter for it, get it put on. I've just got so much to do this week. Might have to get the starter and put it on myself. So we're gonna run to the gas station because I'm going in this video. It's kind of running over. I'm not sure. This is looking like we got like an hour's worth of footage on here, so of course I'm gonna condense that down. But guys, if y'all haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, shoot me a thumbs up. Pray this starter lasts me until, hopefully they've got one in stock. If not, until a new one is in stock. And we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Perfect.